Hello, hello. It is good to see you on Yoga with Paige. Have you ever heard that you're only as strong as your weakest link? Well, I feel like this goes for our bodies as well. We're only as strong as our weakest muscle. And that is why I am so glad you are here. Today, we are focusing on our shoulders and our chest, flowing through a sequence designed to build up some strength and also promote feelings of competence and security. This is day 2 of our 6-day full body strength series, and you can practice these practices standalone, or you can practice them all together as we slowly work from top to bottom. So whenever you're ready, we don't need any props for this class, but if you would like to have a block handy, we flow through a nice little warrior sequence. So whenever you're ready, we can get started in a nice little seat. Switch things up a little bit, start sitting on my knees, but you're welcome to sit in cross-legged easy seat if that is more comfortable for you. Taking these first few seconds to let the day go, let everything else go. Come into the here, the now, together. How beautiful. Beautiful. Feel the breath. And then on your next inhale, raise the arms high above the head, coming into a big V. And exhale, bring them into heart center. Inhale, reach them up. Take a big lungful of air and exhale, Anjali Mudra. 2 more times like that. Waking up the shoulders already. Beautiful. Hands to heart center. Inhale, raise the arms up into a big V. I know I lied to you, said that was the last one. But this time we're taking little shrugs. So shrug the shoulders up to the ears and depress. Shrug and depress. Trying to work through the range of motion, the scapula, the shoulders. Just building up some heat there already. We love it. One more breath. Squeeze and release. This left hand floats to the right knee and the right arm sweeps behind the back, just wherever feels comfortable to kind of help you twist. So you can use the knee to deepen your twist. And if we have our arm bound behind our back, we can maybe feel the opening in the front of the right shoulder. Take one big breath to elongate through the spine. And exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Make your way back through center. Release everything. Maybe take a little breath to reset. And exhale, find your twist to the left. Listening to your body, modifying this practice as you need to. Find one more breath here. And exhale, release. I'm going to come into a little easy seat. Cross my legs here. So coming into a little circle of joy, take the hands in front of the chest, interlace the fingers. Inhale. Exhale, press the hands away from you, round through the back. Inhale, take the arms up above the head, but not all the way, so like 3/4 of the way. Inhale, raise the arms above the head. Exhale, release. They come behind the lower back. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release the hands. They come out to the side. Spread wide through the fingers. Taking this about 2 more times. Interlace the fingers. Inhale. Exhale, round through the back. Press them away. Inhale, reach up. And release. They come behind the back. Big chest opener. And release, palms out to the front of the room. One more time. Seeing if you can move with your breath on this one. And then release, hands to the knees. And gently make your way onto the knees. Scooting back to the edge of the mat, the back of the mat here. Sitting up nice and tall on the heels. Roll the shoulders down and back. Take a moment to just feel the spine. Lifting up through the crown of the head, find length. On this next inhale, raise up onto the knees, arms swoop overhead. Exhale, plant the hands in front of the knees, round through the back for cat. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow. Exhale, send the hips back, child pose. Inhale, lift everything up, reach for the sky. And exhale, cat. Taking an opposite little cat-cow. And send the hips back. One more time like this. Warming up through the spine. Finding this nice little sense of flow. Once we meet in child pose, lift the chest, sweep the arms behind the feet. Fingertips reach towards the toes. Plant the palms of the fingertips and just take the chest up. Just until we can feel a big opening in the fronts of the shoulders. Maybe we're on fingertips, maybe we're on flat palms. Just let yourself open here. Finding your last breath. And then gently press back up. Take the hands in front, coming up onto the knees. And exhale, melt down into puppy pose. Still gripping through the palms. We're going to make this an active puppy. So the chest is coming towards the mat. Exhale, press through the hands. Slightly tuck the tailbone in to lift through the shoulders so we can feel the scapula kind of protruding from the back. So just notice how that feels. Press. And we can take this with either one breath pressing up, or maybe we just want to find little pulses. Play around with it. See what feels good to you. We can also tuck the back toes if we need some more stability. Beautiful. One more breath. Maybe we're firing up some heat. And then untuck the toes if you had them tucked. Come down onto the left forearm. Sweep the right arm back. Hips are still up in the sky. Just find a little opening here. Maybe we tap the mat. And then plant the right forearm. And just find a little circle with the left shoulder. Waking up through the joint. Making sure we're warmed up. Releasing down onto the forearms. Ground down through the palms. Grip through the fingers. Draw the navel into the spine. Fire up those abdominals. Tuck the toes and straighten the legs, coming into a little forearm plank. Hold here. Press away from the mat, the forearms. And then using your core, try to control this as much as possible. Lift up with the left arm and then the right into a full plank. And then come down onto the left. Then straighten the right, press up and the left. And then come down onto the right. One more time, each side. You got this. We're building strength. Try to keep your spine as neutral as possible. and we meet back in our forearm plank. Exhale, gently release the belly to the mat. Extend the arms out, untuck the toes. Bend this right leg and kick it over the left. So we're kind of lying on our left leg, lying on the left ear, opening up through the shoulder, finding a little stretch. We're trying to balance out stretch and strength here. And then press back onto the belly, bending the left leg and coming onto the right leg. Beautiful. Rolling back onto the belly. Take the fingertips to the edges of the mat, steeple them. Gaze in front of the chest. Inhale, lift the chest, press through the fingers. And exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, lift, really drawing the scapula together. And exhale, lower. Squeezing through the glutes, the lower back, using full body strength here. Maybe we just take little oscillating cobras. They don't have to be huge movements. Just whatever you feel. Maybe some wiggles, wiggle it out. And on your last breath, take the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, and send the hips up nice and strong, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Give yourself a moment to settle in here first. Waking up the backs of the legs. This is our first major movement of the day. Give yourself some time. And then when you find yourself in your downward facing dog, send the feet really wide, about as wide as the yoga mat. Really grip and ground through this right hand. Raise the left and try to reach for the right ankle or shin, trying to peer under this right arm, not locking the elbow, especially if you have some hypermobility, like I tend to do in my elbows. Be very conscious to keep a slight bend in the elbow. Hold here, you got it. One more breath. And exhale, replace the left hand. Pick up the right and peek under your left shoulder. Gripping with the fingers, pressing away from the mat, using your breath. 2, 1. And exhale, release. Take the feet back together. Gaze at the hands. Inhale, lift the heels and roll into a nice high plank. Hold here. Bend the right knee and the left. And send the hips back up. Downward facing dog. Take the gaze to the hands and this time walk up to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine. And exhale, fold. Root to rise, mountain pose. Reach the arms up, gaze at the hands. And exhale, hands come to heart. We're going to find a little bit of fire, a little bit of strength here with 2 more rounds of sun salutations. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And step back, plank pose. Tuck the elbows in by the sides and slowly lower down with control. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze at the hands, make your way to the tippy top of the mat and fold. Reach the crown of the head forward, nice flat back, and fold. Reach for the sky and mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, plant the hands, plank pose. Nice strong chaturanga. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Make your way to the top of the mat again, now that we're warmed up. And come into mountain pose. Inhale, reach this right leg up and step it back into a nice high lunge. Arms come up above the head. Find your position here first and exhale. Cactus the arms, draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale, keep them wide and open. Maybe take a slight back bend here. And exhale, draw the elbows together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. This is our third round. Take 5 all together. Nice and strong in the hips. Don't sink down. Beautiful. And on your 5th round, take this right arm underneath the left. Try to meet palms, but if you can't, wherever you reach is fine. Inhale, reach, just opening up through the upper back. See where you can soften here. Beautiful. And exhale, release, big, nice high lunge. Coming into a nice warrior 1. Pivot that foot, ground down through the outer edge, sink the hips. Exhale, warrior 2. Nice and strong, keep those shoulders up high. Interlace the fingers behind the lower back, lift the chest, and exhale, take the left shoulder to the inside of the knee. Hands come over the head. Stay here for another breath. Exhale, slightly lift the chest, plant this right hand on the inside of the foot, and reach the left up for a big full body twist. Coming into our side plank. So ground down through the outer edge of this right foot, sweep the left on top, connect to the core, lift the hips. On your exhale, send the left arm overhead. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, overhead. One more time. Reaching the fingertips back up to the ceiling. Point the toes, trying to get it on top of the right knee. And then plant the left hand as we pivot around and extend the left leg underneath. Reach the right arm up, fallen triangle. Exhale, plant the right hand. Send this left leg up, three-legged dog. Press away from the mat. And take the knee into the chest. Tap the left elbow, then the right, then the left, and back. One more time, bring it in. Tap the right elbow first. Right, left, back. Then step in between the hands and step up. Roll up to mountain pose. If you need to catch your breath, take a moment here in mountain pose. See how you're doing thus far. And when you're ready, pick up the left foot. Step it back, nice and strong, beautiful high lunge. The arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms. Big goal post. On your next exhale, draw the elbows together. Inhale, lift the chest, open the heart. Exhale. Maybe you can even feel the skin stretching on the upper back when we draw the elbows together. See what you can notice. And on your 5th round, you know what to do. I may have even counted an extra one. Wrap the left arm underneath the right and raise the arms. One big full body breath here. And exhale, release, reach the arms up nice and high. And on your next inhale, warrior 1, square the hips. Exhale, warrior 2. Interlace the hands behind the back and humble warrior, fold forward. Take one round of breath here, maybe to deepen. And then gently lift the chest, Plant the left hand, pivot on the ball of the foot, and reach the right fingertips up. And getting ready for our side plank. Nice and strong, sweep the right leg on top of the left. And exhale, right arm over the head. 3 of these. Nice and strong. And point the toes. Plant the right hand. Send the foot underneath. Peel the left up. Plant the left hand. 3-legged dog. Right leg reaches up. Bend the knee and tap the left, left elbow. And in, tap the right elbow back. Then step it up in between the hands and roll up to mountain pose. Take one big breath here. Really reach up. Plant the hands together, the palms. Take a slight little back bend. And then rain the fingertips down. Step back. Come onto the forearms, so lower down, nice and slow. Walk the feet up. Coming into a dolphin, press the chest towards the legs, just like downward facing dog. Hold here for a few breaths. Maybe feel the blood rushing to the head as you continuously press away. Feeling all the muscles of the shoulders, maybe they're shaking a little bit. And deepening your dolphin, we can stay here, or we can try to add an extra challenge and tap our nose to our hands and press back. Using your control, fire up those shoulders. That's what we're here for. All right, one more. Beautiful. And find some play with some kicks in dolphin here. Maybe bending, straightening the leg, finding some hip circles, anything that adds some flair to your practice today, add some fun. And while we're moving around, we're putting extra weight on our forearms. Your shoulders must be burning by now. Beautiful. Gently press up into downward facing dog and walk the feet up towards the hands, forward fold. We can take a little dangle here if we need some time. And if we have arm balances in our practice, we can now come into headstand, handstand, maybe crow, planting the hands before the feet. For crow, we want the feet behind the hands. Really grip, find space between the fingers. Lift up onto the balls of the feet. Try to get the knees as close to the armpits as you can. And then slowly shift your weight forward as you lift the feet up into the bum. Practicing your holds or practicing your transitions. And whenever you're ready to come out, you can release. Maybe a little malasana, a little hip opener here. Maybe a child pose. That's where we will meet next. I find this grounding pose very comforting after arm balances and challenging postures. I'm not sure why. So take what you need. Notice how you're feeling. And we will meet gently in child pose. Sending the hips towards the heels, reaching the arms out. Take big inhale and exhale, reach the arms over to the right side. Melt the chest. Find length in the sides of the arms. And then gently kind of slide the hands back so we're on our elbows. Bring the hands to heart center and find a little twist, taking the elbow to the outside of the knee, pressing away from the mat, opening through the upper back. Take a big, beautiful gulp full of air. Maybe find a little smile for yourself. A job well done. And exhale. Come back through child to send the arms over to the left. Finding one breath, maybe two here. As we gently come into the end of this practice, make your way into your little prayer twist. Hugging yourself nice and close. Beautiful. Releasing back to child pose. Reach the fingertips out, plant the forearms, the elbows down on the mat, not the forearms. Draw the palms together, place the forehead on the mat, and reach the hands behind the head, walking the elbows towards the edge of the mat. Finding connection to your breath. Finding support from your mat. And staying here in a soothing child pose for however long. But this is where I leave you today, my good friend. Thank you so much for joining me in this shoulder-focused class. I do hope you enjoyed it. I would love to know your thoughts down below. And I look forward to the next time we share space together. Don't forget, if you want to be entered into the giveaway, like and comment this class as well as the other strength series to be entered. Thank you for sharing your energy, your precious time with me today. If you're still with me, we can take one final big breath together, sealing in this practice. It is always an honor to be here with you. Until I see you next time.